All right, so I think we're gonna go pick the glass gem corn, and I grabbed a basket, and oh my gosh, I don't know how long this basket's been at our house. It wasn't me. Just realized it's like from Walmart. Like somebody stole a basket from Walmart and brought it to our house. It's another like really nice fall day, which is great. I did pick some of the glass gem corn. It was turning colors. I think we had the same problem with germination that I did on the other corn, but I don't care. And then I wanted to share with you. So I got my 6-month numbers from YouTube. We've been monetized for 6 months. Can you believe it? Time flies when you don't post consistently. Okay, so that looks awful. That's why I have a YouTube channel, to share my gardening knowledge with you. Look, behold, if you follow my tips, you too can grow beautiful glass gem corn like this. Now we shall place it in our vintage basket. It was a lot better last year. Like, they all look really skinny and not good. Last year they looked good. They didn't all turn colors, but at least they didn't look like this. Like, there's nothing there. Look at this. There's not even any corn in that. There's a little bit in this one. I mean, the colors are there. It's just that, I mean, look at how little this is. It's tiny. The colors are beautiful though. Honestly, that's why I grow them. I grow them just to have pretty corn, just for the novelty of it. But also, what did someone lay down in here? Like, maybe this was raccoons, but maybe it was just like someone fell. I'll have to ask Bo if he fell into the corn. I don't know what's happening here. Anyways, while we are here, I did want to tell you what the numbers were. So I just so happened to have them here. What? Why is there a whiteboard with my numbers in the corn? You don't normally ask that many questions. Some plot holes are not meant to be filled, okay? So let's see. As you see, my first month was my best month. And that's because I had one video that really kicked off about gardening without any money, which a lot of people really like because I guess we just all don't have any money. So I made $510 that month, and I was psyched. And my husband was like, whoa, you can make money online. It was amazing. Since then, you can see that the numbers started dipping because the video, it was no longer spraying and people weren't searching that video so much. So that was kind of falling off. And I started to have to like ride on my own 2 feet. Ride on my own 2 feet. That is not a saying. So in May, I made about 200. In June, still about 200. And I was kind of posting in here. And then July, 160. And then we got into August and September, and I started becoming very flaky with my posting. So I made $60, and then I made $55 last month, which all said and done, for just hanging out, I get paid to hang out. I am totally on board with that. But if you ever wondered how much money was coming of these videos, I know that I did. I was very fascinated with the whole idea of making money on YouTube. So I would like watch videos of people who would break down their metrics way better than this. They were not usually standing in the middle of a really crappy corn patch. They were usually online on their computers with screen share. Instead, we have this, very high tech. Oh, and that's another thing. You don't have to be high tech. I have my phone, which is what I use to film. And I did get a selfie stick. The first selfie stick I had was a literal stick with rubber bands, but now I have a selfie stick, and that's pretty much it. So in the past 2 months, I have not been very consistent with uploading videos on my channel. There are a lot of people who actually are very, very consistent because you're supposed to be. This is so depressing. Like, look how, I mean, I like small stuff, but this is ridiculous. Like, ugh. You know, and they'll even put up their schedule and be like, I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm like, well, that is impressive. I post a ton of stuff when all of a sudden I feel called, and then I ghost for like weeks on it, which is not a good strategy for anything really, not just YouTube. But part of the problem then is once I get out of posting, it becomes way harder for me to then come back and make a video. And a lot of it is just because I get in my own head. And I think, well, what am I going to say? Because let's face it, people aren't coming here to learn about gardening, right? And they're not coming to learn about canning. Is this another one? Okay, hang on. Gardening. And then canning, I exploded stuff in my canner the other day. And last night I stayed up late and I made explosion, luckily inside the canner, not outside the canner. And just, there's just stuff everywhere. And so like people aren't coming here for that, obviously. And you're not coming here for my homemaking skills. So why are people here? And basically what I've decided is I like going on Instagram stories and just keeping up with people and just like seeing what they're doing in their life. And it kind of feels like you're hanging out and seeing what's going on. And I look at YouTube as Instagram stories, but with a lot more creative license, and they don't disappear after 24 hours. I'm trying to keep that thought in my head. Like, you don't have to be groundbreaking. You don't have to be doing amazing things. You just have to like show up and hang out and share what's going on in your life, because not everybody grows tiny glass gem corn. Maybe someone out there is like, wow, that's really cool. Probably not. Maybe not everybody has chickens that eat their garden. I do utilize YouTube to learn things, but sometimes I just want to see what's going on and hang out. Like, and to see how normal people are doing stuff, because a lot of times I get on and I learn about techniques, or I learn about gardening stuff, and I'm like, well, but what about the day-to-day? Like, that's great. What are you doing every day? What kind of random stuff, and what are the normal people doing? So I'll tell you, today the normal people are picking teeny tiny glass gem corn. Don't even think about it, Pepper. There's so little of it. If you eat it, I'm going to be mad. And they're putting it in their stolen Walmart baskets. What am I even doing with this? This is the problem. I'm going to save these and then plant them again, and then they're going to be even tinier. I'm like propagating the teeny tiny gene. I'm going to come up with a new thing. I'm going to have, everyone's going to want to be like, oh my gosh, have you seen the glass gem corn that's only an inch long? Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Yeah, you can only get it like from Anna. One time I was offered a free package of seeds for, it said the world's smallest tomato. And the person giving me was like, I have no need for this. And I was like, well, I want to grow the world's smallest tomato. No lie, these things were like this big. And I will tell you, nobody has any need for them. They had no reason to even exist. Like, why are you buying teeny tiny tomatoes? What, you're gonna pick them all and do what with them? Like, you just eat a spoonful of them? It was very bizarre. And I grew them, and then I was like, this is stupid. But hey, I grew them once. Maybe someone wants tiny glass gem corn. This is zinnia, or a bunch of them have gone to seed. So this is how you get more zinnia than you could ever want. You plant zinnia, and then you harvest the seed heads, and then all of this is seeds. And then you just plant them next year, and you have more zinnia than you would ever know what to do with. I've also been harvesting the dragon tongue beans. Doing dried beans. You realize, like, it takes a lot of beans to get like a whole bag of dried beans. Do you have a YouTube channel? Have you been posting like consistently? How do you feel about it? Sometimes it's hard, yeah? You don't know what you should say. You wonder if anybody cares. It says that there are almost 3,500 followers on this channel, which is kind of crazy until you break it down. It's like me, you, Bo, my mom, my grandma, and then like 3,400 bots. They're very nice bots. Sometimes they leave comments. AI is like just so incredible these days. So yeah. Stats. We bought fencing for the garden. I'd love to get some weed mats, so I'm gonna try to see if I can make the number go up. But let me tell you, if I can do this, good Lord, anyone can. Because, oh no, the chickens are eating. This is all newly seeded. Get out of there! No, 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 no! No, this is all where the new grass seed is. Go away! Are you not listening to me? Let's go back to your coop. How about that? You want some dinner? Anyways, like I was saying, if I can do this, anyone can do this. I'm gonna finish picking the corn and then I'm gonna go chill out because Bo took the kids. So come learn how to cam like a pro.